Hi everyone. This is my website. In this website, I talk about the Panama's hidden crisis. I call it like that because it's something that no one really knows. No one's looking after it, and it doesn't appear to affect a lot of people, but it actually does. Um, Here, what I talk about is the crisis on the public high school sport funding. Here in my website is designed and created to be direct and to the point and easy to navigate for those who don't have a lot of time and only want to do some specific things or want to go directly to helping or want to learn a little bit more or read something additional to learn more from of the problem. Here's my homepage. Help young change your future. Why do I say that? Because with with sports, young people can end up being very successful, getting scholarships, creating career paths. So that's why I say this, and why is that like my motto for this website. Um, our purpose it's to reach those who can make decisions, who can take actions, specifically the government entities, government people, also some private sector entities, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And all of these to be able and make the young and the young generations be able to play sports and create successful athletes. About me, I'm the author, Felipe Ramirez. I'm right now part of. I play at. I played all of my life football. I study at. I study finance at FSU. So here is where you can know a little bit more about me if you're really interested. This part of the website we talk about the problem. We have these three discussions. There are like some posts uh, where you can know a little bit more about each problem. For example, here no direct budget line exists. So here's a little article about that, um, and so on. Here for the projects that are lost in corruption. Here is like a specific to me talking about it, so you can learn a little bit more. And the same goes for here. It's the lack of infrastructure, where you can learn what I mean about it and how many schools are actually in very bad shape. Specifically, the sections of sports parts, their fields, their gyms. I also talk about the impact and how does this crisis affect our youth. It opens doors for delinquency. Um, if kids are not doing anything, they're bored, or they need money, they will find some other ways to get it or to cure that boredom. So it definitely opens doors for delinquency. It affects health due to the poor activity. Many of these kids just go to the school, go to their home, and don't do anything else. Being able to have this opportunity would help them a lot. And poor motivation. They are more likely to drop out of school. They don't have anything that attaches them to their school. So yes, at the end, of course, there are solutions. What can be done? You approve a yearly budget dedicated for this, so it's much more easier to create projects, to create fields, to finance teams, leagues. So yeah, create free public leagues. Kiwanis football. It's one of the private ones here in Panama. They have done it. They have taken a couple of public school athletes that end up becoming great, and the private industry support, donations of equipment, sponsoring sponsoring teams, sponsoring players, scholarships. That also helps a lot for them to grow and become successful. In my website, you can also help now and become a sponsor today. Here, you can become a sponsor for a team or a player. Um, by here, you can put your contact information. Let's say I want to help a team, so I'll submit it, and after this submission, we will get this information to help you and guide you to become a sponsor. These sponsorships can help a lot of kids become great, can get them to get them shoes, get them coaching, get them staff, or go and travel outside. Here are some additional readings if you're interested. Some of those I have here are of the inspections that were done that I talked before, and how also how the private sector has already succeeded in this aspect, specifically about the Kiwanis League and how it has already created scholarships and understanding the impact sports do to health. And last but not least, here is my works cited. All of the information that was used and that you see during around this website, you can find it here and you can access it whenever you want if you're really interested. Thanks.